Hello, welcome to Notts Today. I'm Al Booth. I'm here to give you all the news and views from all across your county on this Friday. I hope you're well. This is what's on the show for you today. That's it. First, we're going to be hearing from the Nottingham Waxing Salon that's come up with a way to encourage women to attend their cervical cancer screening appointments.
You don't need to remove hair to go and get your smear test done, but if it does push more women to go and get their smear test done, then absolutely.
We've got some incredible interviews coming up for you as well. There's a chat with the legendary Jake Bugg on the way. Emma Caldwell caught up with Nottingham's Golden Boy ahead of his return to the Splendour stage last month. We're going to hear what it was like to be back playing in his hometown, as well as what he's been up to since he left it. We've also got headlines from all across the county, including Nottinghamshire Police's new state-of-the-art officer. It's a revolutionary robot dog currently being put through its paces at HQ. It's got a wide variety of tools and applications such as thermal imaging cameras, room scanners and even weapon recognition software, all for the future of crime fighting. But has it got a name? We'll find out. Also, as it's Friday, we've got our in-house entertainment guru Gav Squires on the sofa for you as well. He'll take you on a trip of all the latest releases from the silver screen to the small screen, giving you his thoughts, his feelings and his ratings out of 5 so you can decide if it's worth dipping your toes into. And as always, there's a big Friday bumper sport as well, including the thoughts of Notts County centre-back Rod McDonald on his side's recent upturn in form ahead of their match against Bromley tomorrow.
I think everybody just wants to get that first win, and as soon as you get that first win then you just take it in your stride. But I don't think anybody's ever won the league in August, have they? So just take your time and enjoy the ride, really.
And we'll let you know what's happening at Forest at the City Ground as well, those developments, that's all to come. First then, a waxing salon in the city centre is encouraging women to attend their cervical screening appointments, and it's giving them a hand as well. Secret Sugar Club's Preen Before You Screen scheme offers free waxing sessions to women who are booked in for a smear test. Research by Joe's Cervical Cancer highlights that 31% of women aged 25 to 35 wouldn't attend a smear test if they hadn't waxed or shaved their intimate area. That's nearly a third of women. Lucy Marshall went along to speak to owner Sophie Downing about how she's doing her bit for World Cancer Support Month.
So I introduced the scheme when I read online that there was 31% of women aged 25 to 35 would avoid going for their smear test if they haven't waxed or shaved their bikini area, and that shocked me massively. So I thought, if I can at least try and get people to get their smear done, if it is more of a personal confidence thing, then absolutely. So it's ongoing, it will never end. For as long as I'm here, it will always be here as well. You don't need to remove hair to go and get your smear test done, but if it does push more women to go and get their smear test done, then absolutely. It's been really popular. I also had a client the other day who had a smear test done and ended up talking to her nurse about it, and turns out both of them are my clients. So yeah, it's been really, really popular. It's gone down very well. The feedback has been amazing. I really look forward to seeing people on their second appointment just to see how they've got on. After they've left, I get either a message from them or a review, or even as they're still here saying thank you for making me feel so comfortable. And that's what makes me just feel warm inside. It sounds ridiculous, but if I have a safe space here for women to come and have hair removal done, then that's amazing. Especially if they've not had a smear test before. A lot of my clients are quite young and they've been invited for their first one. So maybe coming to me first, having to experience obviously quite an intimate treatment, then feeling comfortable with that, it makes them feel like, okay, yeah, I can do that again. And then with a nurse, absolutely. The thing is me and nurses, we see it all the time. It's what we do for a job. It's day in, day out. So for us, it's completely normal. But if people feel more comfortable, then yeah, that's amazing. So I know a lot of people growing up, they do have confidence issues, especially with down there, and you see things on the internet and you see things online which changes how you think about things, but everyone's the same. Everyone's completely normal. Who cares? Yeah, just go get your smear done. It's really important. It should be on the top of your list. If you've had a letter to be invited for your smear, go and get it done, because cervical cancer is one of the most common cancers in women under the age of 35, so really, really important.
That's brilliant, isn't it? Right, we've got a very special sneak for you next. We are, a sneak peek even, going to take you back to last month where we rolled out the Notts TV bus for Splendour 2025. On the bus we spoke to some of the biggest British artists out there. Kaiser Chiefs came on, Sophie Ellis-Bextor, Travis, as well as some great up-and-comers from Notts too. And we'll have a full Splendour 2025 special coming onto your screens soon. For now though, here is Emma Caldwell speaking with the legendary Jake Bugg ahead of his return to the Splendour stage.
Bugg is here. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I am very well. How is it being back in the Shire?
Yeah, it's great to be back. Always love coming back, and especially to play as well. So really excited for the show later.
See, we were talking about that before the interview. When were you last at Splendour?
I think someone told me it was yesterday. It was about 12 years ago, I think. So,
wow.
So quite a long time ago. And but yeah, as I say, it's brilliant to be back, even if it's been so long.
So you are gearing up to go on stage tonight. You're on the main stage here at Splendour. What can we expect from your performance?
So yeah, there will be a nice mix of new songs and always like to play the old ones as well. So yeah, there'll be a bit of variety in there tonight, and hopefully hopefully the set will be nice, free flowing, and we'll try and play as many songs as we can possibly in the time we have.
I love that. And in terms of the rest of 2025, what does that hold for you?
So yeah, at the moment it's quite busy with the shows in the summer, which has been great. But also in between, I've kind of been in the studio as well. So yeah, working on new stuff, and yeah, it's a nice balance this year. Not too much touring, not too much studio.
I like that. And what is your favourite thing to do? Because I always find it really interesting with an artist, because some of them are like, the bit where you're in the studio is so good and my head's in the game and I'm really focused. And some people are like, yep, I love the flamboyance of being on stage. Which bit do you prefer?
It's hard to say because obviously there's kind of a security that comes being in the studio. If you can have as many goes at something as you
Absolutely.
like, and obviously you don't get that nervous feeling you do before a show, but the feeling you get after you finished a show is just absolutely incredible. And yeah, it's definitely more nerve-wracking and but also very rewarding as well.
Jake, thank you so much for coming
Pleasure,
to chat to us on the Notts TV bus for Splendour 2025. We appreciate it.
A pleasure, thank you.
Right, time for some more news headlines now. And a convicted stalker has once again been jailed after he bombarded his ex-partner with unwanted calls on the same day he was released. 33-year-old Jamie Sykes of Beckhampton Road in Bestwood had previously been in a relationship with the victim until last year. And that's when he was jailed and handed a restraining order. After his release in June, he used a phone he bought the same day to call the victim multiple times and turn up at her address. He was arrested the following day. This week, he admitted stalking and breaching a restraining order through harassment at Nottingham Crown Court. He was jailed for 2 years. And a suspect's been arrested following reports of an air rifle being fired from a rooftop in Blydydd. Police were called to Dale Lane just before 5 p.m. on Wednesday evening after a man with a weapon was spotted. No one was hurt, but a weapon was seized, and a 54-year-old man was arrested on suspicion of possession of a firearm and the intent to cause fear of violence. He remains in custody as the investigation continues. Right, in case you missed our announcement this week about the future of Notts TV, we're afraid to say that as of the 29th of August, that's a week today, Notts TV will be no more. We will have a final edition of this show, Notts Today. It's going to air live at 5:30 next Friday. It's a special one to go out on as well. The planned closure has been brought forward from November. That's because some key staff departures at the channel, because when you find out you're not going to have a job, you've got to go and get a new one. So nobody can be blamed for that, can they? But whilst we're still here, we are going to keep celebrating Notts and be looking back at some of the best stories from the past 11 years. That includes this one, where Jordan Guerrero went head-to-head against Jeanette Farrell, a karate instructor from Newark who was running weekly sessions of women's self-defence classes.
Behind these doors at Millgate Community Centre in Newark is a group of fierce women who have taken up karate to feel safer on our streets. The sessions were set up on the 1st of May this year by karate guru Jeanette Farrell. The 73-year-old has been roundhouse kicking opponents and pads for 40 years and says it's great to pioneer a project getting women into the sport and keeping themselves safe too.
I've been competing for nearly 40 years and I decided that at 71 maybe I need something else. But because I love competing, I needed another goal. I've always enjoyed women being able to look after themselves, be heard. When we first started, which is going back a few years now, it was male dominated. But now more women are coming.
Ooh, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling sharp. A little Jaden Smith, Ralph Macchio mix, if you know, you know. Danielson, wax on, wax off. And today, the student might just become the master.
Listen to me. Yeah? Hey, I'm the master
Don't
today.
hurt me, don't hurt me.
All right, hey.
I've only got the pink belt on today, so don't hurt me. Be nice, be nice. Before I went up against the Master Karate Gran, the women's only members got their practice in. These sessions are there to better prepare women in case they were put into a dangerous situation, ensuring they feel better protected. And much like some of the other members, Margaret McDougald comes here to boost her confidence and to make sure she can better stand up for herself after a lifetime of bullying.
I have never felt physically threatened in my life, but I've been bullied all my life. And I'm hoping that this will help me to just looking at people and looking them in the eye and sort of standing up to people.
It's given me so much confidence to the point, like, if I'm in a situation, I'm not afraid. I know I'll be safe. Because when you do karate with the men, they'll be a bit rough sometimes.
Ah! Go! Push me! Go! Go! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! I want your money, I want all your body! Yeah! Ah! Ah! Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Oh, if I had nunchucks, it'd be a different story. Turns out the student got schooled. Jordan Guerrero for Nuts TV.
Right, join us after the break. We're going to look at all the latest releases in film, TV and everything in between. We've got Gav Squires, our media guru here, and we'll have all the sport coming up this weekend for you next as well. Hello, welcome back to Knots Today with me, Al Booth. I've got Guru Gav Squires coming onto the sofa short. He's actually here. You can probably feel his shirt from where you are. First though, before you do that, I've got more news headlines for you. And Nottinghamshire Police have released footage of their newest officer. It's a robot dog. The remote control robot dog is currently being put through its paces by the force's firearm officers. It's fitted with the latest crime-fighting technology such as thermal imaging cameras, scanners that map 3D images of rooms, and its forelegs can cross almost any terrain. Over the next 12 weeks, the tech-top dog is being trialled in various scenarios, which, if successful, could see it enter service by 2026. It sounds like a film that Gav would review that. Nottinghamshire County Council have been gearing up for the Nottinghamshire Day. It takes place over the bank holiday weekend on the 25th of August. Nottinghamshire Day is a celebration of our historic county's unique history, the heritage, the local traditions, all that we are proud about. So today, to mark the beginning of the big weekend, the county's flag was raised outside County Hall in a ceremony led by council leaders, as well as our very own outlaws, of course, Robin Hood and Maid Marian. Right, it is time for our final chat of the show now. We're about to catch up with our resident entertainment guru, Gav Squires, to see what you can watch on the big and small screens in the next few days. Welcome back to the show, Gav. Lovely shirt. Eye-catching that, isn't it?
The red panda is my spirit animal, because every time I get angry, I try and make myself big and intimidating, but it just looks like cute and fuzzy, so it doesn't really work. But you're right. I want the movie about the robot. That feels like a cross between RoboCop and Terminator.
Yeah,
we've seen it. We've been here. We don't want it.
That's it. It's
Please.
reality now.
It feels like this is it. People don't watch enough movies. If they'd seen those films, they'd know what a bad idea it is to have a robot police dog.
Well, if we were around for longer than just a week, we'd have reported that story down the line, but we're not. So, speaking of what's coming up this week, what have you got?
Yeah. So last time I'm here. So last few films to look at, and we're starting with a Thursday Murder Club.
Welcome to Cooper's Chase. We investigate cold cases.
Everybody gather round!
We're a team.
All systems go.
Roger that.
There's been a murder. An actual murder. Now we've got a real case to solve, isn't it wonderful? Obviously, R.I.P. and all that.
Who are you?
So I went on holiday about 6 weeks ago, and I would say about half the people on the plane were reading books as we were flying out there, and I would say half of those people were reading one of these Richard Osman Thursday Murder Club books. So these have been everywhere for the last few years, and it's kind of part of this rise of almost like sort of cozy crime. And this feels a little bit like, we saw that trailer there, and some of the actors in it, Pierce Brosnan, Helen Mirren, Ben Kingsley, sort of Oscar winners, dames, knights. It's kind of like just an amazing cast, and it's almost like, what if we had many millions of pounds to make Midsummer Murders.
Yes.
It's got that kind of very cosy kind of feel to it. It's very well done. Great set of actors. This is getting kind of like a limited cinema release before it's going onto Netflix. So if you want to see it in the cinema, you can, or just wait till it's on Netflix. And if you've read the books, you kind of know what you're getting. It's kind of like, it's a murder mystery. These four pensioners try and solve it. And there's no real surprises. It's very nicely done. Again, some great actors in it. And it's, just very nice and cosy.
How many stars are we giving it is the big question.
Like I said, I think if you like the books, you'll love The Thing. Me, I can take or leave it, but it's a 3 out of 5. Very solid.
Very solid. That is a solid score. Okay, what's next for us?
Next up on TV, we've got Alien Earth.
How's our girl?
She's ready.
You're going to be the first person to transition from a human body to a synthetic.
Because I'm special.
That's right. You're very, very special.
We have a downed spacecraft.
I want what's on that ship.
We can do it.
Wow, documentary then, obviously.
Obviously, clearly, as you can tell. So this is the new TV show. It's just started on Disney Plus, and it's from Noah Hawley, who's the guy behind the Fargo TV show, which I absolutely adored. And I love the first two Alien films. They're two of my all-time favourite films. But I was a bit nervous because some of the later Alien films, like the Alien vs Predator films, weren't great. The Alien prequels were just kind of long and confusing. So I was like, oh, more Alien, what's it? And actually, it's fantastic. We've had the first 2 episodes dropped. They're doing that slightly weird thing, which feels very retro, where we're getting an episode a week, like it's the 1980s or something.
Yeah.
But I would say it's absolutely fantastic, this idea of what happens if the aliens had got to Earth, and it looks great, it's well acted, really well put together. 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
Absolutely loving Alien Earth so far.
Big boots to fill. What's next then?
We're ending with Eddington.
I am recording this. Fair warning. Is that really necessary?
Look, Joe, 6 feet.
Give me a home where the buffalo roam.
Is that praying?
Where the deer and the antelope play.
How did we get here? And even worse.
That all about?
So this is the new film from Ari Aster, who kind of made Hereditary and Midsommar, kind of like these very new, modern, prestige horror films. And now he's doing kind of a very modern take on a Western, but it's set during 2020. So it's set during the sort of COVID-19. And in many ways, like, I really didn't want to go back to that time because it wasn't a great time for any of us, right? It was a really tough time. But again, absolutely stunning cast. Joaquin Phoenix is on absolutely top form in this. Pedro Pascal's in it because Pedro Pascal seems to be in everything at the moment. Emma Stone's in it. She's just great in everything. But it's got a couple of problems. One, it's a little bit it's a bit long and a little bit messy, like his Ari Aster's last film, which was Beau is Afraid. And some of it just doesn't quite work. And the other problem it has is making a modern Western, you're always going to get compared to No Country for Old Men. And I'm aware it's been a while since that film came out, but it's still the absolute yardstick of any kind of modern Western you're going to make. And you're just never going to be quite as good as that.
So what are we saying for this one?
So I enjoyed this. It's good. Bits of it are very good. Bits of it didn't quite work. Another solid 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. And where can we watch that again?
So that's on a cinema.
Cinema, brilliant. Thanks, Gav.
Always a
Stick
pleasure.
around for the big wave at the end, of course, in that shirt. Right, time for sport now. Notts County are hosting Bromley tomorrow at 3 o'clock. They won the first match of the campaign on Wednesday against Shrewsbury. That was 4-1. And then speaking after the game, Rod McDonald said to BBC Radio Nottingham it was a huge and much needed boost.
I don't think the performances have been just to... obviously the Newport game I thought we dominated, and I thought we should have got something out of the Barrow game. Obviously Salford was a difficult game, but that's going to happen throughout the season, and even the Wigan game. So I don't think we're a million miles away. I just think it's just nice for the boys to get a bit of confidence with the win on Wednesday. I think everybody just wants to get that first win, and as soon as you get that first win,
Now, Nottingham Forest manager Nuno Espirito Santo has raised questions over his relationship with club owner Evangelos Marianakis ahead of their game against Crystal Palace. In a press conference ahead of Sunday's match, Nuno said, "Our relationship's changed, it's not so close." When asked whether it can come closer again, he added, "I hope so, but I don't know. That I cannot answer. On my side, I'm doing whatever I can to help Forest." Those comments come after Forest announced their fourth high-profile signing of the week in 27-year-old Douglas Luiz. He joins on a year-long loan from Juventus with a conditional obligation to buy next summer. In cricket, Trent Rockets missed an opportunity to go top of the men's 100 table last night in a thriller against the Oval Invincibles. Joe Root's impressive knock of 76 off 41 seemed to put the Rockets on course for victory, but rapid 50s from England internationals Sam Curran and Jordan Cox turned the game on its head, and the hosts chased down 172 with 11 balls to spare. On a more positive note, Rockets women kept their slim hopes of reaching the knockouts alive with victory earlier in the day against the same opposition. Alexa Stonehouse and captain Ash Gardner starred with the ball, restricting the Invincibles to 109. That was chased down with relative ease with 16 balls to spare and 6 wickets in hand. And the Outlaws are currently chasing 344 to win against Gloucestershire in the Metro Bank One Day Cup. Notts will hope their good form with the bat will continue after Wednesday's match against Hampshire. Jack Haynes has been in sparkling form, having scored 97 last time out and a century on Sunday against Glamorgan. Victory would strengthen the Outlaws' chances of reaching the knockouts with one match left to play against Surrey. Now, we recently aired our last ever episode of the Notts TV debate, and Fran Finn was on holiday, so Mark Dennison stepped in alongside Webb Freckenham, Tracy Dickinson-Wheeldon and Marcus Alton to talk through the stories hitting the local, the national and the international headlines. You can see the full show on demand at nottstv.com or on YouTube. Here's some of the discussion on whether there's enough support for local businesses in Notts.
You remember a few years ago, there was a cheaper, you could park for £2 in the evening, and that draws people in, so they think, oh, we'll go for a drink, maybe go to the theatre or go for a meal, whatever. But you've got to make it worthwhile, haven't you? You've got to make it, like you say, safe, feel nice, but also an incentive.
The City Council keep putting up business rates.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, is the empty shops. They're actually losing money. They're saying, oh, they're struggling with budgets and money. Why not open these shops at a reduced rent and get some income coming into the city? I know that. But I agree with his back saying about being safe on the streets. I run a street.
Right, let's have a look at your picture of the day now. Look at this beautiful nighttime shot of Trent Bridge. Thanks to Whitefoot Photography for that. You could frame that. Right, looking at the weather now for bank holiday weekend, it's going to be an overcast one, dropping down to 13 degrees into tomorrow, where it's going to be much like it was today, highs of 17 and cloudy. There is a little bit of sunshine creeping out on Sunday though, still cloudy, but highs of 20 and sunny intervals as well. We're not done with summer just yet, are we? Well, that's it. Again, thank you for being with us this week. Join us next week. We're not here bank holiday Monday, but we are here from Tuesday for our final ever week of Notts TV, so please be here for that. I'm back on Tuesday at 5:30. Remember, we've got that special next Friday. Still loads to come before then. So from me and Gav, enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.